it. Mark
You know me.
approved. Mark approved. Papa approved. I guess that's what
Yeah,
it's going to be
yeah.
here. And
If it's Mark approved, you know it's good.
hello, and welcome to another episode of Music and Words Unite. I am your co-host Troy, and with me I have my friend and co-host Mark. How you doing, Mark?
Glad to be here.
And today we are going to be doing a track-by-track review and a little bit of a ghost lore deep dive to this EP right here, this wonderful EP, 7 Inches of Satanic Panic. That's what this EP is called. What a wonderful title. Mark, have you ever heard this EP before?
Just Mariana Cross. That's the only song I heard off of this.
Gotcha. So tonight we are recording 2 episodes, so you'll probably see this one first. And we're going to record Impera, which is the album that came out soon after this EP. Well, soon is relative, but the one that came out after this EP. And yeah, so look out for that, by the way, if you're watching this one. But Mark, I'm excited to talk about this EP. This EP was, pretty successful, and I'm going to say very successful. In fact, it was one of the releases that really pushed Ghost to the next level as far as popularity goes. They started getting popular, I would say, mainly, Meliora with Cerise, they started getting some popularity. But Prequel, when they came out with songs like Dance Macabre, they started getting, really more popular. But when they came out with this EP is when the world heard Mariana Cross. And that song went super viral on TikTok and actually blew the band up to a level which they weren't at before, actually, thanks to TikTok, which is not a platform I use, but apparently it can make you famous. So, and then, it's been, they've been much bigger ever since, I would say, actually. So yeah, Mark, I'm excited to talk about this. So we're going to get right into it. And I wanted to talk briefly, Mark, about the lore of this record, because this album takes place technically, it says on the back of the vinyl, it says recorded in 1969 at Thorn Industrial Audio Recording Studios, Hollywood. Okay, now you might ask yourself, how's that possible? Because Ghost wasn't formed until 2006. Well, and Tobias Forge wasn't even born until 1981. Well, the truth is, Mark, this in the Ghost lore is the first Ghost release. And you might say, what the hell does that even mean? Well, Mark, I have a question for you. What is Ghost? They are a band, yes, but
Right.
what they're more than a band. I'm talking about in the lore, like the purpose of the group. Do you happen to know that?
I don't.
Essentially works for the clergy. And the clergy are like a cult-like group who have the sole purpose of spreading the message of Satan around the globe.
Okay.
And so they're essentially like, put it this way. Have you ever seen a Christian worship band before? Or a
Of course.
Christian rock band?
Of course.
So the whole purpose of like Christian rock bands and Christian worship bands is to spread the message of Jesus Christ globally, right? In fact, when I was in a Christian school, they would try to get us to listen to Christian rock music. They would literally say, like, they had these cards that were like, if you like Nine Inch Nails, you'll like this Christian band or whatever. They tried to like convert us, right? They used to do all this stuff to us. So anyway, Mark, so essentially Ghost in the lore is the exact opposite of a Christian worship band. They are intended to spread the message of the clergy. That's what we're saying. And to convince the world that essentially what they believe is not the right thing. So, Mark, now, the first version of Ghost in the lore actually started in the 60s. And it started here. If you watch the video we're not going to watch the whole video, but if you watch the video to Dance Macabre is the actual beginning of the lore of Ghost the band. So at the beginning, you can see 2 gentlemen going to a party.
I'm not sure, man.
And this gentleman right here ends up being what's called Papa Nil, which is the first Papa, actually the first Ghost singer. And it happens during the party. And it actually happens right here when he's dancing with woman named Sister Imperator, who is the head of the clergy, actually. And so she kind of seduces him, or they fall in love or whatever. And at this point, when she kind of pokes him in the eye here in this scene, she basically anoints him as the first papa. And so this Dance Macabre video is actually the history of the first papa. And this takes place in the 60s in the lore. All right, so that's a little bit about that, right? So the first song on the this EP is called Kiss the Go-Goats. All right, so before I get your review of it, Mark, because you're new to it, I've heard this stuff a million times, right? I want to hear your review. I will play a clip from Kiss the Go-Goat video. Okay, I won't play the whole thing, but I'll play a clip. So here we go. So this gentleman right here is the guy you just saw in the Dance Macabre video. And this is the woman you just saw in the Dance Macabre video. All right.
I just don't understand why we waste our time on this. What's the fascination with this cardinal anyway? He was nominated for 2 Grammys, did not get 1.
You're not getting the big picture, Papa.
Why can't I have another chance?
Do I have to remind you what happened last time?
So Mark, the song goes on, and then by the end of the video, what happens is he basically kisses another woman in front of her, and she takes that as a huge betrayal. And there's
Marty's the guy you want to do, and you know that it takes 2. Luckily, he wants to do you too. Satan, Lucifer, Osculum Obsidium.
Anyway, Mark, I'm not gonna play the whole video, but basically that's what happens. He cheats on her. She pretty much resents him forever for it. And in the lore, she's actually pregnant at this time with his kid. And their kid ends up becoming Cardinal Copia, who ends up becoming Papa 4. And he has a fraternal twin who's Papa 5, who is the current singer of Ghost. This shit goes really deep, Mark.
Where do you even find this?
This is all in the Ghost lore.
What lore? Where is this lore?
It's all on their YouTube channel, basically. Like they come out with these skits where they do storytelling. They've been doing it for 12 years or whatever, like randomly, like little mini movies, like 2-minute, 5-minute skits. And in their last Blu-ray, called Right Here, Right Now, that is a concert film. So it's a concert, but in the concert, there's basically a movie that's happening, and it's between Cardinal Copia, or Papa the Fourth, and his parents, which are the 2 people you're looking at right here. And he doesn't realize, if I remember correctly, that, for the longest time that it's actually his parents, and there's this whole thing about his parents, and his mom dies in that movie. And he actually becomes the head of the clergy. And his brother takes over, and he doesn't like his brother at all. And that's the current Papa singer. So anyway, that's pretty much the lore there. So let's talk about this song, Mark. What did you think about Kiss the Go-Goat?
The song is great.
Okay.
I mean, it's just it's cool, like psychedelic rock. I mean, as soon as the organ comes in, it's just like, now that you say it takes place in the 60s, it makes so much more sense because, I mean, production aside, it does sound like something that could have came out of the 60s, whereas like it's, like that late 60s, like Iron Butterfly-esque type sound, with the organ, and every band was doing that. Like, I mean, I could literally go through 10 psychedelic bands from the late 60s that had that sound.
Right.
I mean, typical Ghost, super catchy, super fun, super satanically ambiguous lyrics.
Is it even ambiguous, Mark?
I mean, sometimes it is, but not really on this one.
Right.
I mean, he literally says in the chorus, Satan, Lucifer, obsculum, obscenum. So
I think that means like an obscene kiss or something like that.
okay.
The obscene kiss, yeah. Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is this song's great, and shocker, this whole EP is great. So a little foreshadowing for you.
Okay, gotcha. What did you think about the instrumental parts in it with the organ and the guitar solo? I don't know if you caught like.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. Let me just play that instrumental part real quick. Hold on. Anyway, Mark. So you like this one, huh? Yeah, this is a banger.
Yeah, of course I love this.
The first time I heard this, I was like, "Wow, this guy's just brilliant, man." I don't know how he comes up with this stuff. It's like
he spends a lot of time to the craft, apparently, because like he's doing deep dives on a lot of music, and I appreciate that. So.
Definitely, and his songwriting is like great. I mean, it's super catchy, like well written. The instrumentation is great. He's got a ton of lore if you're into that kind of stuff. If you want to like geek out about, he's got like something for everybody. And then it sounds like it's from the '60s. So I mean,
Sweden. I don't know what's going on in Sweden, man, but they know how to make a catchy tune.
For sure, yeah, they do. Speaking
go watch
of
our
catchy,
ABBA video,
yeah, go watch the ABBA videos. Yeah, and that all spawned thanks to freaking Tobias Forge. So that whole our ABBA videos basically because. And the truth is, if you watch those ABBA videos and you're watching this video, we literally had no idea, Mark, that when we did that Visitors episode that anybody would even watch it. Like we had no clue that there was a huge ABBA following in 2020. Like that was all new to us. We just did. Remember, I recorded in my hotel room. It was just like, oh, let's just do this episode, you know. And it turned out to be huge for the channel and for us, right? We've done a whole deep dive since then. So,
hell yeah.
All right, Mark, speaking of catchy tunes, why don't we talk about the second song on the record, which is Mary on a Cross. And I am going to play a clip from that, and I am going to play, why not?
Oh, you mean the song that's been stuck in my head literally all day? Yeah, let's get to it.
Okay. I am going to play a clip from the live version, Mark, because why not? And you can kind of see what it's like live. And I was there last night, not at this concert, but at a concert. Okay, and when he says this is a song my papa used to sing, he says at the beginning. So this is the lore reference because he is Papa the Fourth, and he's talking about his dad, Papa Nil. All right,
It's a song that my papa used to sing. Actually, you might like this one.
Mary on the Cross. So tell me what you thought about this song.
I mean, just as good, if not better, than the last song. Honestly, I mean, it's super freaking catchy. It's been stuck in my head all day. The organ is just so good, man. That organ riff is just. It's like so simple, but it's just like so ingrained in my mind, you know.
Yeah.
Great lyrics. I mean, there's a reason this is their biggest played song on Spotify. It's so catchy and just good and just a solid song. Great lyrics. I mean, he
Yeah.
says, "I will tickle you internally." So I mean, I don't really know honestly what more there is to say with this song other than like I think this is like, you know, they have 3 encores. It's this, Square Hammer, and Dance Macabre, and I think that says enough about this song, really, where I don't even have to sit here and talk about it, and just, man, it's just really good. What do you have to say, Troy? Where
Mark,
does this rank on your favorite songs?
we should. I'll tell you in a second. We should abstain. I think, well, my opinion, from our talking about politics too much. But I just want to say this: this song was so popular that a very famous conservative YouTuber and talking head did a whole episode about how blasphemous this song is. That's how popular this song became, actually.
Yeah, this blew up on TikTok, right?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so if you ever want to be, if you like this song and you want to be entertained, Google or put on YouTube Michael Knowles "Mary on a Cross" and you'll see what I'm saying. So anyway,
So I take it he liked it then.
oh yeah. So anyway, Mark. Well, I remember the first time I heard this song, I was like, he did it again. You know, it's just he does it every time, man. It's like I don't know.
That's basically what I was thinking when I heard it too. I was just like, how does this guy keep doing this?
You know what, man? I unironically, it's the same thing I think when I listen to those ABBA albums. I'm like, how do they keep doing it? Like every song.
I know.
I don't know, but it's something about the Swedes. I don't know. Well, Mark, I mean, obviously, I love this song. It's not like my favorite Ghost song or anything, but it is a great song. And I mean,
for sure.
It's a great song. It's probably some people's favorite, but
Yeah.
personal favorite. But it is just, you know, it's aside from the kind of funny lyrics, because there is some funny lyrics, obviously, in there. You know, the verse in the Lord actually is talking about the 2 people, Papa Nil and Sister Impera, when they were a couple. And and it's just talking about writing about their relationship, you know. And who can't relate to, you know, maybe being young, being in love, right? Kind of maybe being free-spirited, and it takes place in the 60s, right? So probably peace, love, and drugs and sex.
Satan,
you know what I mean?
and Satan.
Yeah. So you mix all that together, right? So it's like driving down the street, probably on drugs, in love. Who knows? You know what I mean? There's probably a lot going on in the 60s with this stuff, right? And it's just about like telling that story, you know. But there's a little bit of somberness in it. I don't know if you can tell musically. It's kind of melancholy sounding.
Sure,
you know?
sure, yeah.
And the reason for that is because they actually break up. So it's a bit of a song reminiscing about this person that they've lost in a way, like trying to get them back, you know. That's the way I interpret it. I guess you can, if you take the ghost lore out of it, you can pretty much relate it to any, you know, past teenage love or something you can reminisce about or remember, you know, when you were young and wild and living free. You know what I mean? So I think people can relate to that.
Sure.
So yeah, Mark, that's Mary on a Cross. Glad you liked it. It's a great song. It's one of their encore songs in their current set list. So. And it's funny because Mark actually live, when he comes back out, like after they end their normal show, he goes, "The problem, guys, is we played all our good songs and the rest are pretty shitty songs." And like just like they immediately go into the song. That's pretty funny. So yeah. So okay. All right, Mark. The last song on the EP is "The Future is a Foreign Land." And I am going to play a clip from that.
I know it feels remote, but picture it somehow in your head. It's 1984, and knocking on your door is a brown shirt Stasi guard. Boom, you're gone. And in the blood of the Kennedys, the good ones get shot, and in the absence of sympathies, won't you hear me out? When it all burns down, when it all burns down, I will hold you close for the minute. Yeah, I'll hold you for the minute it takes.
All right, Mark. Well, that was a clip from The Future is a Foreign Lands. The last song on this EP, technically, Mark, it actually wasn't on this EP. It is now, but on the original release, this song didn't come out till last year, actually.
Really?
So they've added it to it. Yeah, this song was
Oh, shit.
this song was a release on when they released the Blu-ray of their concert, that concert film I told you about. They released a vinyl as well of that, and they added this. This was like the song during the credits of the film of the Blu-ray.
Oh, I see.
But now it takes place at the same time period, so they added it back to this EP, basically. So, a little bit of history of this song. So, what did you think about this song, Mark?
This song was great too, man. Like I said, like all three of the tracks in here are great. Could have fit in on any album for sure. I love the guitar in this song because it like that riff that they play in the beginning, like that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a freaking James Bond movie. It's so good, man.
Yeah.
Like I get the like Sean Connery James Bond vibe from this song.
Gotcha.
It's just like so good, like super catchy, great lyrics. I love how it starts too. Like 15 years from now, it's 1984.
Right.
I was like,
Yeah.
is it? I don't know the lore behind this song, so I'm sure you're gonna tell me, but it seems like
Okay.
there's something. Yeah, I mean, this is a really good EP. Super short, unfortunately. I mean, it's like less than 20 minutes, but
Right.
great though. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mark, this song, well, in the lore, is after he lost her, he's writing her a letter, basically. So this song is a letter to Sister Imperator, really, is what it is.
Okay.
And what he's saying is, okay, this is what I get out of it. And I'm going to play a clip from the end because it's my favorite part of the song. But what I get out of it, Mark, is that he's talking about at the time, like Kennedy was shot, right? There was a lot of turmoil in the world. Vietnam was going on, right? There was like a history of, before that you had, only a couple decades earlier, you had Hitler, you had, fascist dictatorships. You had all kinds of stuff going on, right? And he's saying, look, I know the world is pretty messed up, right? But he goes, 15 years from now, right? I know it seems remote, but like, picture it. The world could be a better place. We could be getting back together. It's kind of what he's talking about in the song, right? And then he's like, okay, maybe not 15 years, but what about like 50 years, right, from now? Will the world be better then, right? And then he's saying he's like, in 15 years from now, it could be better. But if it's not, if the world actually just ends and everything burns down, at least we could be together and I could hold you for the 1 minute while it's ending. That's kind of what the song is talking about. And and then it's pretty clever because during the time this probably was written and when Impera was written, which we're about to talk about in another episode, it was, COVID had happened, right? And there was a lot of panic about the end of the world or about, a plague and things like that. And so there was a sense of like, okay, is this the end, right? Pretty much there's a lot of things like that. Plus you have a massive election that happened in the U.S. At that time, which was highly, controversial and, in 2020 and 2021. And different people obviously have different opinions on those things. So I think what this song is saying is it doesn't seem like no matter what the time period is, stuff is always just going to be messed up. And at some point, like, there's a fear that one of them is going to end everything. Like, the world's going to burn down. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
And that's kind of what the song. So if you check out the last bridge, Mark, I'll play the last bridge into the last chorus. This is my favorite part. So, and the lyrics are pretty awesome.
I will hold you for the minute. I will hold you for the minute it takes. With these words at hand, the future is a foreign land, so let us pray for more in 2024. 2024. We could grow old together. 2024. We could love one another. 2024. And there will from then be peace forevermore. Peace forevermore. But if it all burns down, if it all burns down, I will hold you close for a minute, for a minute. If it all burns down and the flames devour everything that we are, I will hold you for the minute. I will hold you for the minute it takes.
I mean, what a freaking chorus, man. When they play that song live, you would think it's the most popular Ghost song in the world. Like, everyone is singing at the top of their lungs. It's crazy. That song is just amazing live. In fact, Mark, that's since it released, it has grown on me so much. Probably my favorite on the whole EP, actually. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I love that song, man. And when I first heard it, I was like, oh, it's a cool song. Now I'm like, I just love it. I don't know, something clicked about it. Maybe I just really like it. But, well, Mark,
Nice.
overall, glad you liked the EP. Glad you liked it. Mark
You know me.
approved. Mark approved. Papa approved. I guess
Yeah,
it's gonna be
yeah.
here. And
If it's Mark approved, you know it's good.
all right. Well, Mark, check. This is about $10 on Amazon. So go pick this up right
Ooh.
from Amazon, and there you go.
Okay.
Cheap one. Well, if you like this episode, please give us a like. We would appreciate that. We have a free community Discord. If you want to come and talk about Ghost or anything else, feel free. There's all kinds of channels in there. There's different genres. There's different artists that are popular on our Discord. And we would love to see you there, especially if you just love talking about music, and that's what we do. So, and if you have any requests, that's usually the best place to actually get them done. So hop on in the Discord, but you can always leave a comment on YouTube video as well. We appreciate that. And if you like our content, feel free to check out our other videos and consider giving us a subscription. Only about 5% of our viewers are subscribed, so it would really help. All right. Well, Mark, until next time.
Farewell.
See you later.